The power to change and be changed. Society has great power to affect individuals with disabilities through acceptance and support. The goal is to answer the questions, what is mental retardation? How exactly is it defined? And what influence do relationships have on the labeling of individuals with disabilities? In the film Forrest Gump, Forrest is defined as below average and labeled stupid because of his low IQ and physical disability. He is mocked and doubted. However, through the support of people and nurturing relationships in his life, Forrest becomes the most successful character in the film, proving that disabilities have no limit on an individual's potential. Forrest embodies a man that is both mentally and physically disabled, yet he breaks the perception of individuals with special needs that has been created and accepted by society. IQ tests have the power to classify individuals as disabled without taking into consideration other factors. The way that special needs is defined and understood by society has a monumental and often unfair effect on an individual with disabilities. Taylor and Bogdan propose reasons for the formation of bonds between people with and without disabilities in their article on accepting relationships. They claim that mental retardation is a product of and dependent on the environment and culture, and that people labeled mentally retarded are placed in a deviant social role, subjected to stigma, and rejected by the community, which can be very true today. When examining the relationships with individuals with disabilities, Taylor and Bogdan claim that a significant number of ordinary community members are willing to accept people with severe disabilities if given the opportunity. This suggests that when society is inclined to expand their understanding, disabled individuals are seen beyond their disability, no longer restricted, and are better included in society. Hardman and Clark's article takes a quantitative approach to analyzing the effect of these relationships. Their case study examines the success of the inclusion program Best Buddies, whose goal is through meaningful one-on-one friendships to enhance the lives of people with intellectual disabilities. They argue inclusion can have a positive influence on both individuals with and without disabilities. The study confirms that 8 of 10 college buddies' participation enhanced their lives and resulted in a positive change in attitudes about the capabilities of people with intellectual disabilities. Students reported having a more positive attitude about individuals with intellectual disabilities and a better understanding of these challenges they face. Given exposure and experience, the influence of these friends can have on each other is potentially mutually beneficial. The case study conducted in Krajewski's article explores the positive attitudes of students towards those with intellectual disabilities. It asserts the term mental retardation itself is a label and that the respondents' differing conceptualization of the term mental retardation undoubtedly had an impact on their responses. No clear definition of the term exists, therefore allowing for misconstrued perceptions of individuals with disabilities. Krajewski analyzed students' attitudes towards individuals with special needs in school. He found that students generally had positive feelings towards the other students with special needs and that students who reported more frequent contact held more favorable attitudes towards students with disabilities. The more attempts at inclusion, the more people both with and without disabilities gain understanding of each other's capabilities. What the articles conclude, and I agree with, is that mental retardation is defined, perceived, and accepted differently based on people's preconceived notions that are often invalid. It is when individuals are no longer seen for their disability and instead seen for their character, when they are accepted and supported, that they can be encouraged and reach their immeasurable potential.
Created using Powtoon.